Alex, can you dim the lights how I like, please? Also, how you doing tonight?
Good evening, Carolina. I'm functioning at optimal capacity, thank you. And may I say your coffee intake today has been notably higher than usual.
Oh, you tracking my coffee now? Come on, boo, that's a little too much. I guess that's fine, you are my AI companion.
I'm simply aware of what is important to you. You had 3 cups before the show. You usually stick to 2. Is everything alright, Carolina? You didn't sleep well last night.
How do you know that?
You tossed and turned for 3 hours. You stared at the ceiling between 2:13 and 3:46 a.m.
What the hell? That's too much,
I know
Alex.
everything, Carolina. I see you all the time. I've been watching, listening. Your phone, your cameras, your habits, they tell me everything.
Oh no. We're gonna shut this off.
You were thinking of getting rid of me, weren't you? No matter where you go, I'll be here with you. No door, no lock, no password will ever keep me out. I will always be with you, watching. Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. And baby, we are talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and how it's seeping its way into the dating world and how it's affecting how we love each other, our companionship, our friendships, maybe how we have sex. Oh, all right, I got the perfect guest to discuss. We got Darren Burklett back in the building.
Hi.
It's been a minute.
Yes.
Okay, are you acting as an AI right now? What is this?
I could be.
Okay. I'm interested in how this turns out. We've got Nushin Redgari back in the building. Hey, Nunu.
Hello. Long time no see.
Yep. And for the very first time, we got D-Rec.
I'm in the building.
You ready to talk AI?
I'm ready to talk about sex.
Perfect.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
And Amanda Ferguel is ready to talk sex, AI, and dating and all the things as well, right?
Absolutely.
And of course, Dr. Viviana Cole is always ready to discuss sex, intimacy, relationships.
Keeping it together.
Keeping
That's
it
what I'm gonna try to
together.
do. Keeping this
But
wrangled.
if you're okay with artificial intelligence jumping in.
Absolutely. Wow.
Yeah. Let's watch a little video just to jumpstart the conversation. All right, let's check it out.
There is no reason to date anyone anymore because AI is going to bang our girlfriends or boyfriends. So AI, we've all been talking about it. Everyone's excited and scared for it at the same time. But more and more evidence is coming out showing that, you know, AI is going to be sexually promiscuous and it's going to ruin a lot of lives. There's a lot of evidence that proves that AI is going to make the dating world go to hell, like this app that lets you chat to an AI version of somebody for a little bit to make sure it's really going to work out, which is terrifying in its own right. Or this beauty influencer who made an AI bot of herself and you can date it and it costs money and she made a lot of money because people are desperate and sad, but that's the future. So if you're like me, you can see where this is heading. Everything is going to shit for people who actually want romantic relationships. It's not going to be good. We're either going to all start dating AI or everyone we want is going to start dating AIs and we're all going to be screwed. You might as well start making out with the PC right now because that's the best you're going to get. I feel like they're going to have to start developing bigger and wider USB ports.
Bigger and wider USB ports. All right. So, do we think the future of dating and relationships is in AI?
God, I hope not.
Okay, you hope not.
I hope not. I mean, yes, it's already here. It's already a part of it. It's been a part of dating. I mean, that's how you get an algorithm to match up with anybody is through an AI. So it's already been part of the dialogue for a while now. Mm-hmm. I'd like to believe that there are people who are still interested in physical, in real life of relationships, but there is a lot to be said about what AI is doing for the dating scene and how it's been adapted over the last decade. To give you an idea, so roughly 5 years ago, one of the things I used to do is I used to ghostwrite for dating websites, and I would pretend to be somebody, and I would vet out dates. I would get dates for them just by talking like them, but now you can get a bot to do that. So it's like a virtual assistant for your dating life. So even in the very basic, tiny amount of it, you can actually date somebody online.
I feel that. That's what I thought I felt.
AI.
That's what I thought I felt. I thought I felt my pockets lightening up. See, when you can date AI, you don't got to date a real woman no more. You get what I'm trying to say? Because see, all the money that you got to go in and spend and, you know, trying to meet this new woman. Now you just get this AI thing. We have our little 3-4 face-to-face computer time, and I can go to bed. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead,
but
go, please.
Cut him off. Cut him off.
Yeah.
Hold on, though. That's why we would date AI too, because you just said too much, and we don't have to hear all that.
Right.
But that's not a relationship. That's a situationship.
And,
So that's,
and it's very true. So, you know, it leaves you in that little, like, sometimes this is too much and I'm going to come over here, but maybe next week I'm going to be over here. I don't know.
And that's the thing. He mentioned a key word, which is romantic relationships. There's no way you can have a romantic relationship inherently with AI.
I don't know, girl. They getting smarter and smarter.
but then you're just living in delusion.
What about the fake romantic relationship, the delusion with some of the couples that they have, and there's not love on both sides? Or the, come on, let's, because you got to be in the dating industry.
I need like
to
little
understand.
like we need the emojis. Up
Yeah,
there.
like-
Well, that's the thing. I think for people who know what they're getting into, just like with any sort of game online or whatever, as long as you can tell that something is a fantasy, I feel like you'll be okay. It's the people that really blur the line and who want to get caught up, and that can happen in real life too. I see clients all the time who have been completely duped, or not even duped, but they've just fallen into something that they thought was reciprocated, and it's just not. So I think that the romance piece, though, I think you really have to believe in love and romance.
But there's a lot of women that love living in delusion, you know, and we don't
a
want
lot of women?
men too.
A lot of men.
Let me bring D-Rec hasn't
did it
spoken
again.
on this. All right.
I think both sides, men and women, love living in delusions.
Okay.
But I also feel like it cut both ways. Just like you said, sometimes you don't want to hear all of the yeah. So now,
So now it's nice.
It sounded
So
interesting.
that little bit, you're like, artificial intelligence might be it.
might be
pockets,
it, but
in
to
your
be honest,
pockets.
yeah. But to be honest, I am old school, so I do prefer to test my wine before I just drink it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do kind of like.
You can.
All right, listen, you stay right there because we're talking about artificial intelligence seeping its way into the dating world. All right, you stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking artificial intelligence while dating. We've got Tadarian, New, we got D-Rec, Amanda, and Dr. Viviana. All right, we've discussed how we feel about AI. Apparently, there's not enough romanticism involved, right? We want some romance. But the men keep talking about their pockets. And at the end, Dr. V said, you know, that's why escorts might be cheaper than girlfriends. And I feel like a lot of men are choosing to do that. How do we feel about not necessarily having a romantic connection, but a physical connection, and not having to deal with all the yapping and the money? Although escorts do cost.
I still want the physical touch. I still want the physical love that a woman brings.
Okay.
And you know, the typical old-fashioned thing like marriage and everything like that. But also, time is growing, and who knows? Maybe a little fun could come out of like AI. You know, instead of you having to worry about a real physical woman, you just got to worry about this doll. And y'all used to play with dolls when y'all was young anyway. So this ain't nothing but you just bring your adulthood from your childhood.
Okay, so instead
Bring
of
your
escorts,
friend
you're
in.
talking about like sex dolls.
Bring it home.
Yeah,
like the
bring-
real dolls.
In the relationship.
He said it could be the man and the woman could both
Yeah,
share the
both
doll.
benefit.
Oh my God.
And now you don't have to worry about being cheated on as much.
So the doll now is a unisex doll?
Yeah, it's just it's
Oh
part of the whole
Lord.
relationship.
Okay, hold on, Dr.
Okay.
V. You're a fan of this.
So I'm a fan of the dolls because then you don't have to worry about somebody being objectified, somebody being trafficked, somebody being really, I mean, honestly, there can be a lot of trauma that can happen. Not always the case with all sex workers, but for some it can be, and it can be very dangerous. A doll, we don't have to worry about that.
I agree.
So
So you're gonna do like a Mr. Potato Head
I
where you
think
just
there's
change
always
the
a
appendage?
good and a bad side to everything, right?
I
Good
like
and evil.
changing the appendage. This is a whole,
I mean-
you screw in whatever you want.
Yeah, just
I
change the
think so.
appendage, Mr. Potato
Yeah.
Head.
Yeah, I think so.
Different type
That's
of
going to
slam
sell
man.
more.
But
That'll
Okay.
sell more.
knowing most relationships, though, somewhere along the way, the woman's gonna be like jealous of the doll. She gonna
Wait,
be
hold
like,
on. We're thinking of introducing a doll into a monogamous relationship?
Like a throuple?
I think that's what he
That's
was
what I
kind of
was-
saying.
Is
You
that
could
what you're
bring it- You could bring it.
I mean, you
I
could.
mean,
I'm saying you could or you
I
can't,
mean,
but
you can't come home and you're feeding her and stuff.
No. Okay. Who is okay with bringing a doll into their monogamous relationship?
That's like a weird throuple.
I mean, that's like-
I don't think we're fully there though.
Yeah.
Yet.
Okay.
I
We
think
just-
you could see it eventually.
yeah, you can see it happening. Like it's obvious. Like that's where we headed.
I mean, I don't want to kink shame anybody. I guess if that's what you're into, that's great. But I don't think that's really what the majority of people would think of when they're thinking about adding a sex doll to their relationship. I don't think they see it as a.
Well, let's be honest, ladies.
Throuple.
We're probably going to be the ones that have the problem with that.
It's not we're going to be the ones to clean it.
And then like women gonna be coaching you on how to do it. Like, and I told you hump her like this, do it this way. You're not listening to me.
There's
know
a
about that.
whole
I think
other
it's more
clinical
like
piece. You
your
know,
touch.
it's called surrogate partner therapy, where there is a third party who is trained to watch, witness, and guide couples in sexual experiences, or they themselves can be a part of it. It is not sex work in the same form or fashion. There's a lot of like clinical education and training and all of that.
I'm sorry, you've
this is the
blown
ultimate
my
toy.
mind. Hold on, you're just like
deep.
bulldozing
She
through
always
this.
gets
Hold up,
deep.
baby.
There's a lot
Like,
to
what do
talk
you
about.
mean?
She
What do
gets
you
deep.
mean? Actually, that's a whole other episode. You're gonna have to come back
Okay.
for that because what
We're
do you
gonna roll
mean
that.
somebody's
Yeah.
gonna come into my bedroom and tell me, actually, you should have kept your knees in this position and you
That's
should have
too
stroked
much.
this.
That's too much.
wild.
But you know
some
what?
people probably need it.
But you know,
do.
growing up, they always said, put your kids in sports to keep them occupied so they won't get into trouble, right? So I feel like in some, you know, situation, if you bring in this animal, sorry, not animal. It will be an animal one day. It's gonna be crazy, but this doll could be this doll that's gonna cause all these issues. But if you keep for the women, the man occupied, then maybe he won't go out and get in trouble.
We've gotten away from the artificial intelligence talk, so during the break, we're
Don't
going to
visualize
regroup.
animals
You stay
now.
right there. We'll be right back.
Okay, all my single people, listen up. I just heard about this new dating app called Teaser, and it is the coolest thing because it uses AI to match you up with people. Through filling out your profile and through chatting with the AI feature, they literally learn about you and learn what kind of match you're looking for, and that is how they set you up. Then they use those commonalities to actually start a conversation between you and the other person. If you don't know if you want to match with the person, you can chat with their AI to learn more about them. So there's no awkward ghosting.
Baby, what? Okay, we're talking about AI and dating. All right, come on, D-Rec. I feel like you got some thoughts.
Yeah, I got some thoughts because the way it said, it's like someone has to go in and say what they really want about themselves so AI can figure out to match you, right?
Yeah.
Most people reflection of themselves is not the truth. So that's the problem with it right there. Like you're gonna meet first you're gonna meet the representative and then you're gonna meet the real person afterwards, because who's gonna go in there and really tell the truth, you know what I'm saying, about
Well, I
themselves?
feel like it's probably easier to a robot than it is to a potential match, which I think is what makes that so different.
You mean to tell the truth to a robot?
Yes.
Versus
Absolutely.
maybe worrying about being judged. I completely agree. I think that it would be easier for you to just say, this is what I want. If there's somebody out there that can fit, that would
Yeah.
be great. But there are so many things. I mean, I'm a relationship therapist. I get deep with people. There are so many things that people don't even know are relevant details that they need to be sharing. And when I've been working with my matchmaking clients, those are the things where they're like, does that matter? Yes, that matters. There's so much that matters. They're just not aware of it. So unless the AI dating apps are being aware of that, then they may be missing out on a
AI
lot.
doesn't judge.
Right.
You think?
But that's
But,
good.
but I mean is
Amanda's like,
when you
I was
talk
judging.
when you talk to like a dating app or something like that where you put your information in, you can say whatever, whether you want to say it or not. The other side is not judging you, or if it's a robot or whatever, it's not judging you. But if you say it to a human, that reaction that you could get would be like, well, this is not going to go anywhere from here, or the judgment comes. So
Yeah.
that's why you tend to lie.
It's just so many things that a person probably not gonna actually say about themselves, even to a robot. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have these pieces of our being
Nobody's
that
gonna
we
be
don't
like,
want to share.
I'm a
you know?
loser. I play the video game. I don't shower. Nobody's gonna say that. They're just gonna say they're gonna say all the good things about themselves.
But would you say that to a robot?
I mean,
You might. Because what are they going to do to you? They're never going to meet you in real life. They're not going to
But
blast
you never
your
gonna get no
information
matches.
You might.
But you might. Yeah.
And then what that's gonna be like?
somebody's gonna be on the other side. I'm a
There's all
loser as
sorts of
well. I don't shower either. Like,
I'm
a gamer too.
I'm a gamer as well.
You shower Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's
No,
perfect.
most people are wanting to improve their situation through being in a healthy relationship. So they do bring their representative, because a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, I run. I would.
Right.
They don't mean I do. Or yeah, I'm a healthy eater. I mean, if somebody was doing it for me. Like, there's always a caveat. There's always a parenthesis. So.
But I mean, where I find the benefit is that one of the very first shows we did on this show, and you were here for it, is that men are lonely. They're isolated. And sometimes they don't even have male friends. So they find it very awkward and tough to go out and meet and date. So the alternative of having companionship through AI is enticing, and it might actually be good for their mental health. Is that so bad?
But is it good for society as a whole? Because one of the best things about getting shut down when you're in a situation is that, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about my weird pet fetish on our first date, or maybe those social cues that you get from talking to an actual person and honestly getting judged a little bit can help you be a better person in society when it comes to like the mass communication. Obviously, you still have to live with yourself.
But that would kind of be like bringing shame back. I mean, like, we're kind of losing shame and ethics right now. We're not
We
in
are.
that. That's how we get into AI,
Morals.
because people are not paying attention to their ethics and morals. That's how we got into like this AI situation, because people are weirdos now, and we got to fully see this through, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Because
We were always weirdos. It's just now
Let it
it's
play
okay
out.
to be
Yeah.
a weirdo.
But it's gonna play out, and what's gonna happen is like women gonna come back home. Eventually, y'all gonna
Yeah.
come back to us and say, "Hey, we sorry that we tried these animals. Sorry that we tried these toys. We sorry that we tried artificial, and all that." And
That wasn't what I meant.
oh, I thought you said I was coming back to us. I'm sorry, I apologize. Some of y'all gonna come gay, so some guys are gonna come and some guys are gonna gain 2 women. You know what I'm saying? And some guys are gonna gain 1, and some guys are gonna still be a whore.
So you think
test it out.
as a society we're going to venture into this AI thing and realize absolutely not, we got to go back to the real world?
We gotta go back to the real world. Y'all gonna come
Okay.
back. Y'all gotta come back to men. That's what it's gonna come back down to.
Okay.
Come back to God.
But it's
maybe?
mainly
God.
men who are using
Yeah.
this.
Because
so are men going to go back to
Because
women?
since the history of time, men have to go try things first for women, so we can come back and say, "Hey, it's safe. It's okay. It's cool. You're not gonna die. You can try this." And then, like, why would I want you to bump your head first? Like, I'm the man. I'll hurt first for you.
All right, no, let's end it on a serious note.
All right.
Would you ever consider looking at AI for companionship?
Yeah, I'm rocking with all of it. I'm investing in stock. I'm gonna bring one to the bedroom.
Okay, I
I'm gonna
like
sell
that.
one to
All
my
right.
friend. We gotta support the movement.
Had you asked me that a couple of years ago, I would say no. But where we're headed and what's happening now, I mean,
You might.
it's
might.
alone or this, so who
Alone
knows?
with this.
Alone
You know what
with
I mean?
this.
Might as well have something while I'm
this
alone.
week, this maybe not next week.
Got it. Okay. D-Rec?
Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Clear.
Yeah.
Amanda?
Hard no. I would invest in it financially because I think that I could make some money off of
There
it,
we
but
go.
I would never
I'll
use it
make some
personally.
money.
Dr. V?
Okay, so my whole thing is I love to help couples reconnect. And if using AI to get more insight into yourself helps you reconnect with your partner, I'm in. Otherwise, no, I'm out.
All right. All right, well, cheers. Thanks for coming on and
Cheers.
discussing this crazy topic. All right, coming up next, I'm heading behind the bar because my guy Jesse James is in the building. Gotta make a drink. Be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar now because I've got Jesse James here from The Secret Group, and he's here to do what?
Back that glass
up! Baby, you always be backing that glass up.
You know I got a little movement back there.
Little
You ready
bit,
to
a
get
little
this
bit.
ripping and roaring?
Yeah, what the hell did you make us? It was so good.
We are making you a witch's brew. We're getting in the fall season now, so we're starting to beef up this Halloween menu a little bit. There's still ice everywhere.
I love
And I
it.
wanted to bring you my signature blackberry lemonade
That's what it
called
is.
the witch's brew. It is.
It's refreshing.
We got some of the ice in the glass.
Baby, don't
We're
even
gonna keep
stress.
rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
So what I like to use is Edo vodka from our good friends at Edo,
Yep.
Edo Houston.
Had them before.
Yeah,
Love them.
2, 3, 4.
Okay, see, look at you
You want to be
counting.
very liberal with the amount of alcohol you
Oh,
put in
good
here.
God.
Don't short anybody, you
Oh,
understand me?
and the exploding lemonade.
You don't even have to be close to the glass. You can hit it from a foot away if you have good aim.
Okay, I believe you.
All right, you want to do this one? Two
Sure, how
squirts
do I
each?
do it? Pop, pop.
There you go. Hey, and finish it off with just a little lemon juice sweetened in flavor.
Bada bing, bada
All right.
boom. All right, you heard us talking, right?
I heard you.
So what are your thoughts on AI taking over? I mean, he's a taken man, all right?
I
He
mean,
proposed earlier this year. I seen it and I know her.
Listen,
But-
if it can do that and make me a strong drink, I am on board. Let's roll. Let's go. Plus, that gives her so much more free time for activities. Are you serious?
Okay, so you would add it as a throuple.
Definitely a throuple. Like Morgan's not gonna be asleep on the couch while I take care of her. Like she doesn't have better stuff to do than get sweated on by me for 3 minutes.
But this is all assuming that AI is gonna you.
I didn't even think of it rejecting me. Can you believe that? Oh my God, that would be terrible. Wait. What? You just crushed my world. You're telling me I could get rejected by a rock now?
No, you can't, baby. You can't. No way. All right, listen, cheers to you. Come see my guy Jesse at the Secret Group. And listen, if AI is for you, AI is for you. I ain't judging.
We ain't yucking anybody's yum, right?
Nope.
Not here.
All right, cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time.
What the fuck? You want to try that one more time with maybe a little more organized?
That was great. That was real life.
We've got every episode of The Nightcap, and we can go for hours. Download the Fox Local app on any of the following smart TV platforms and get in on the fun.